This week is all about the violence of Brody King and how Josh the Goods Woods tapped into a little bit of that natural arrogance to get the victory over Jay Lethal. First up, let's take a look at Josh the Goods Woods versus the franchise of Ring of Honor, Jay Lethal, in a pure rules match.
And this is interesting because these are the runner-ups of the final blocks for the pure tournament. Carnival tie-up, you see Lethal having to drop down to one knee to try and get some extra give on that and getting frustrated, breaking things up with Woods.
At the very start of the matchup, I want to pause. After the lockup, Josh is smiling. He's happy to be there, which to me suggests that he is in what we call flow state in combat sports. That is when the competitor is in the zone. They're not overthinking, they are just reacting to what's happening. They're having fun, they are creating, almost like an artist.
Stupid look on your face. You think this is funny? Huh? You think this is funny?
I don't think it's funny, man. You're Jay Lethal. This is sad.
Wow. Game on!
Let's just pause and take a look at Josh here. You can see him offering the leg. Now the reason that he's doing this is he's obviously got a counter in mind. He is trying to goad Jay into shooting for the leg, as we would say in amateur wrestling. Now Jay knows something's up because it's not every day that you just offer your opponent a vulnerable part of your body, so Josh obviously has something in mind.
So I was gonna say, with Woods doing that is very cocky. That's how comfortable Woods is to offer you a leg, to saying, hey, come here, grab this, see what you can do with it.
Let's pause it right there. Jay has taken the bait. He's shot in for the takedown and Josh knows it's coming. He's immediately sprawled, and what he's done with his left hand is instead of closing it and going for the guillotine choke, he has left it open, ready to attack. And what he's done here is instead of closing it and going for that choke, he has instead opted for attacking the arm. So he's moved it to a Kimura position, which is very uncomfortable and it can lead to tears in the shoulder and in the arm. Let's not forget, if you isolate Jay Lethal's arm, you take away half the power of the lethal injection. If he's only got one arm to do it with, it's going to have half the power. Very smart strategy from Josh at the start of the match. Let's fast forward a little bit because I want to take a look at some beautiful technique from Jay Lethal from the headlock position. Jay has a seated side headlock on Josh the Goods Woods, but we notice here, very subtle but very important, watch this. This shows the strength of Jay Lethal's neck. Years and years of neck bridges, strengthening those muscles in the neck. When Jay's on his shoulder, he actually uses his neck to take the weight of his full body and posture up out of the pin position. Now, by doing this, that allows him to maintain the headlock. Beautiful bit of technique from Jay Lethal there. The last part I want to look at from this match is a throw from Josh the Goods Woods. It's one of my favourites from my judo days. It's called Ogoshi. Let's take a look at it.
He did a little bit of a headstand there, maybe just to taunt Lethal a little bit.
He knows what he's, I can't explain it anymore. He knows exactly
Josh
what he's
steps right through. What he does here is he puts his hips past Jay Lethal's. He then grips round the back. Now if they were wearing judo gis, he would hold on to the belt or he could hold it round the side of the kit as well. But this throw is called Ogoshi and it means major hip throw. O being major, Goshi being hip throw.
Taunt Lethal a little bit.
He knows
The
what
beautiful thing about Ogoshi is that once you've hit the throw, you can actually maintain the grip on your opponent's left arm, which gives you control. And in this case, that's the same arm that Josh was working on with the Kimura earlier. Very intelligent game plan from Josh the Goods Woods. Overall, another phenomenal performance this week from someone who is rising through the ranks. Josh the Goods Woods stepped right up in the rankings this week by defeating Jay Lethal. Not just by decision, as he said, he took the fate into his own hands, didn't leave it in the fate of the judges, and he got the win decisively. Congrats to Josh the Goods Woods. You gotta be careful though, Jay Lethal will be back and he'll be better than ever. We see it all the time in combat sports. There's just something about the heavyweights. Everyone wants to see the big guys fight. And this week, we're treated to a match with huge ranking implications in the heavyweight division. Of course, we're looking at Brody King versus Shane Taylor.
He could do that for days.
And you compared him to Samoa Joe.
Yeah, he's a hybrid. Oh my God.
I'm going to compare him to Evander Holyfield.
This match started with a bang, and we saw Brody King take immediate control. But some way into the match, Shane Taylor knew he had to do something drastic. I just didn't expect him to do something this drastic.
Boot caught, and it's Taylor with an opening here. And this is the smarts of Shane Taylor. Using every part of the ring, gonna drape him here. DDT plants him on the outside.
Did you see the way his neck, his head and spiked the rest of his body straight?
Taylor lining up King. Oh, God! He took the barricade out.
Wow!
After throwing all 300 pounds of Brody King into the protective barriers, Shane Taylor has something vicious in mind next. Now this could be classed as attempted murder if it weren't taking place in a professional wrestling matchup. But hey, it's not pure rules. Who are we to judge?
A burst of adrenaline here. We'll see how much he's got in his body. This is gut check time here in our main event. Has Taylor. Wow! He's got him up! Oh! It's McCauley driver into the corner!
As expected, Brody King can give as good as he gets. There is a exchange of strikes later on in the matchup. That's basically you saying, look, I can take the best strikes that you've got, but you can't take the best strikes that I have.
300 pounds and look at it.
Brody King, who defeated Dalton Castle. Shane Taylor defeated Kenny King!
Oh my God!
Taking a shot at the crown right there on that surgically repaired jaw of King, but it's King firing back. Open palm. Strikes.
And we see some brutal clashes back and forth between Shane Taylor and Brody King. But here is where Brody King mixes things up and takes control. Strikes back and forth to the chin. No one is giving an edge until Brody King mixes it up, gives a 1-2 palm strikes to the chest area, disrupting the breathing of Shane Taylor, and then comes with a huge overhead slap, and this is very important, not to the chin where he tried before, but this time to the ear. Let's talk about the conclusion of the match. After Shane Taylor tries for the welcome to the land, he can't quite get it. Brody King answers with some of the most vicious clotheslines, lariats that you've ever seen, not just in Ring of Honor, but in all of professional wrestling. He hits one, rocks Shane.
Are you kidding me?
Big bad Brody King. Oh, burning lariat.
He could have knocked him out with that, Riccaboni.
Whoa!
Now watch this, holding the arm. By claiming the arm, the opponent cannot get away from you. Not only that, you can pull them towards the arm that you're about to strike them with. It is absolutely brutal.
He's out. He's out cold.
2, 3!
Yeah, he's out cold. You gotta get some ice out here, Riccaboni.
One of the most brutal lariats that I have seen in years. Unbelievable performance from both of the giants in Ring of Honor. But that's the kind of action that you're going to see every week. The diversity. We've got amazing technical ability in the pure rules matches, and then you contrast this with the huge heavyweight showdowns in the heavyweight division. I think we're looking at the best professional wrestling on television today. I've been Joe Hendry. Let us know in the comments below what moves you want me to cover next, what matches you want me to take a look at, and we shall see you next time.